Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for taking much of your time. Um, my name is Caleb Duff. Please, I want to believe you can all hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Caleb.
Okay, 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 okay. So please, thank you all for joining us for this webinar series, which is titled "Mastering um, LinkedIn Optimization." And sorry also for, I think there's also a bit of a mix-up for this webinar. The webinar was supposed to be a two-phase webinar where we have a speaker on optimizing mastering LinkedIn optimization, and also how to prepare for setting yourself up for a hiring process, right? Unfortunately, we one of our speakers, yeah, she wasn't disposed for this session, so we might have to maybe schedule another session for that, because I want to believe after equipping yourself with the necessary skills for a tech skill, the next thing you want to do is how to market yourself. So hence we have this webinar, and it's also imperative that we must know how to, know how to position ourselves on LinkedIn. So we'll just go through what we have for today. And I want to believe you can see my screen. Maybe, or can you see my screen? Please confirm you can see my screen vocally, please.
Yes, Caleb, your screen can see it.
Yes, we
Okay.
can see your screen.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Yes, we
much.
can see your screen.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, I want to welcome everybody. Yeah. Welcome all the mentors, welcome the mentees, welcome external participants, welcome Techrity colleagues that are on this call, welcome our speaker. Thank you for making our time to do this. So, quick one. I'll just take you through a brief overview of what we have for today. So today we'll be talking about we'll talk about our webinar topic, but then we need to talk about what we do at Techrity and what are the importance and benefits of the Techrity mentorship program. And then I'll introduce it. We'll get to introduce the topic to you. Then our speaker will come up, and this is just the guideline of what we have for today. So I will not waste much of your time. So thank you so much for choosing to be part of the TMP webinar 3 series. This is the third series for this particular cohort of the TMP program. So what do we do at Techrity? Techrity is a non-profit organization. Yeah, we help kickstart beginners in their tech careers by providing them all the necessary resources that they need, like data, laptops, mentorship support. Right, we do a lot of things. We have yearly hackathons that we do. We call it Build for Social Good hackathon, where people come together to build creative solutions for social good. Yeah, what's our vision? Our vision is to create equal access opportunities for Africans in the tech ecosystem. What is our mission? Our mission is simply to help new talent, help them come into the ecosystem, help them to build solutions for social good. Hence, the what I mentioned earlier, our Build for Social Good hackathon. What are the driving values at Techrity? Teamwork and community, technical growth, diversity and inclusion. We pay it forward, right? You gain, you pay it forward. You do something else by contributing your time or your service. Also, we build social innovations. These are some of our key values at Techrity. And as one of our core prospects in Techrity, we have the Techrity Mentorship Program, which is a virtual mentorship program, which is and also a structure that it aims to connect people who call mentees via mentoring, just simply for the fact that we want them to increase their knowledge base, their skill sets, and to build the 21st century skill sets so that they can stay competitive in the job market or in their area of tech. What are the benefits of Techrity? As you all know, for some of us that are on this call, um, the benefit of joining our Techrity program is because you get a certificate of completion for those who get to finish the program. You get to be featured on our blog, social media handles, and profiles, especially if you're a mentor and you're doing very well. Also, for this particular TMP, we mentioned even at the beginning of the Techrity Mentorship, excuse me, that our standing mentees will get internship placement. So, for the mentees on the call, we all know that we have our capstone project slash demo day at the end of by the 17th of May, and people who present their capstone project are people we consider as finalists, yes, and they are the people who stand a chance to get our internship placements. Please, just to note, internship placement does not mean that you must get internship placement with Techrity. We have internship placement with other partners that have decided that giving us internship, allocated internship slots to our mentees. So we'll be looking out for outstanding mentees. Yeah. So also what another benefit is as a mentor, you get to guide set of mentees and be part of their success story. So if you're on this call and you like to be part of our mentorship program in the next cohort, right? You just watch out for uh, you know, our post on social medias when we do call for the next cohort, and also is an opportunity for you to pay it forward as a mentor in future. For the mentees, is an opportunity for you to pay it forward as a mentor in the future cohorts. So that's basically some of the benefits you get. Yeah. And today, our topic for today talks about mastering um, LinkedIn optimization, right? And before I leave the stage for our speaker to come up, I'll just tell you a bit of who our speaker is. Before that, I'll start with introducing the webinar topic before I call her to take over. Um, we all know that in today's competitive professional landscape, as you all know, a strong LinkedIn experience is no longer optional. Yeah, it's no longer optional. It's quite essential as a tech person or whoever, as a professional, whether you're a job seeker, you're a mentee, a mentor, entrepreneur, wherever you find yourself, if you want to establish yourself as you want to become an established professional, optimizing your LinkedIn profile can unlock career opportunities for you, right? You get a chance to see people reach out to you via LinkedIn because of how outstanding you appear on LinkedIn, right? You see people visit your profile. So it gives you an opportunity to expand your network and to elevate your personal brand. Yes, which is also very important. So I think in this meeting, this webinar, Mastering LinkedIn Optimization, our speaker here will guide you through proven strategies to enhance your profile so that your profile will attract the right connections, your profile will stand out in the industry, the tech industry, from creating compelling headlines to leveraging on keywords and engaging with content. You will learn actionable tips on this webinar to maximize your LinkedIn's potential. So without saying much, I would like to introduce our speaker. Our speaker here is Miss Sandra Abomian. Sorry if I didn't get that pronunciation well. You can correct me. So who is Sandra? Sandra is the founder of the Tranliquid Net Tranquil Net Agency. She's also a consultant. She's also a LinkedIn profile manager and also a LinkedIn optimization expert. She has many caps on her head. So, Sandra, if you can hear me, please, it's good to have you here. So you can take over and do your thing. Hello, Sandra, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Good to have you here.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to see you all. Even if I can't see your faces, but I can at least see your pictures. I can see Victor, Ishmael. Let me just go straight to the okay, I can see Victor. I can see Amarachi Florence. I can see Amos Gloria. I can see Caleb, which is our anchor for today. I can also see Chisom. I can see Cheesy Humphrey. I can see Damilare. I can see Hope. I can see Kingsley. I can see Mandona Alexis. I can see Ovili Ekene Loki. I can see Stella. I can see Tamuno Belema. I can see, yeah, I can see lots of you guys. Thank you so much for having me to speak with you. I'm really excited to be here. And of course, thank you, Caleb. Thanks for your efforts. And also, I want to thank the Techrity team. Thank you for this warm invite. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I was just smiling when our host was introducing me. So my agency is Tranquilnet. Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you for the correction.
So I've had a lot of people, come to me and they'll be like, Sandra, just as your surname is difficult to pronounce, so is your company name. What is going on?
What is really going on?
Yeah, nothing really. So Tranquilnet is gotten from the word tranquility. All right. So if you know about tranquility, or if you've heard the word tranquility, which means to be quiet, to be which means quiet and peaceful, environment sort of. You should be able to know tranquil. Okay, so it's Tranquilnet Agency.
Tranquilnet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are a social media marketing agency. We basically help businesses, brands to scale up online. We help them with social media management. We help them with sponsored, or you can say campaign ads. We help them with branding, and we are also into CV writings and cover letter trainings. All right. So that's what we do basically. Okay, there at Tranquilnet. So I'm so happy to be here today. Thank you so much for inviting me. And also, I'm also a digital trainer. I train people, I train newbies, I train professionals, I train freelancers on how they can start their journey on LinkedIn. And I've been able to, since I started my LinkedIn brand, I've trained over 2,000 people. Yeah, over 2,000 people on how to start and sustain their brands on LinkedIn, how to get jobs, how to connect with a global audience, how to turn their personal brand into a globally recognized brand. And by the grace of God, we have been doing well. I and my team, we've been doing well to helping people to build a sustainable brand on LinkedIn. So yeah, thank you so much for the invite. I want to quickly ask a question. And also, I would want this class to be as interactive as possible. I'm just Sandra, honestly. I didn't fall from the sky. I'm just like everyone here. There's no difference. So I want us to have a good time. All right. I want us to talk. We need to interact. Okay. And I want to see your emojis. I want to see your interactions using the in-call message. I want to see us vibe together. I'm not the only one that is going to talk today. Okay, everybody is going to have a sweet time here, learning about LinkedIn, how to build your brand through LinkedIn optimization, and how to make it make your profile more attractive and inviting to people, your connection. Okay, so let me quickly ask a question. All right. But before we start, I want you to go to the in-call message. Just type "I am ready." I want to, because it is your vibe that will open my mouth this evening. Oh, so go to the in-call message, type "I am ready." Let's see the people that are ready and the people that are not ready, so that we can look for people that will say, okay, you know what? Oh yeah. Hey, yes, this is the vibe. Now, so hey, Victor, in fact, we are vibing together this evening. Thank you, Ekene Lucky. Yes, I'm ready. I want to see your message. I am ready. So we know that we are supposed to just go. Yes, thank you so much. I can see Kingsley. I'm ready. Thank you. Yes, Tamuno Belema. Yes, thank you. You're ready. Awesome. Now I want us to do something. Okay, I want to ask a question. How many of you have ever gone to an interview? I'm very sure that about 85% of us here we have been invited for interviews. We've submitted applications for we saw an application online, we submitted, and we've been invited for interviews, whether virtual or physical. So how many of you, while you got an invite for an interview and you went there unprepared? Just say, if just give me your response. Is it possible for you to go for an interview unprepared? I want to see your yes or a no. Your yes or a no. Is it possible you go for an interview unprepared? You went there with a rumpled clothes. You went there with an unwashed clothes. You went there with looking all haggard and all not prepared. How many of you? It's not possible. All right, it is not possible. The same, somebody said that can't be me. Of course, it cannot be me also. Somebody said it's not possible. It is not possible anyway. Now, if it is not possible, let's imagine it is Nigeria LNG. I don't know if you know about that company, Nigeria LNG. That's one of the companies that generates revenue for Nigeria. It's resided in Bondi Island, where I base. I base in Bondi Island, River State. This company is an oil company. Let's imagine after looking for a job for 10 years, you didn't get any interview opportunity, and you finally got an interview to come interview for the position of maybe a supervisor. I'm sure you will wash your clothes very well. Even if you don't have a shoe, you go and borrow a shoe. Even if you don't have a suit, you go and borrow a suit, because you want to make a good first impression. You want them to see you as the professional that you are. I am very sure 90% of us, we borrow very good items to present ourselves very well. So why then do we treat our LinkedIn profile different? Remember, it is even good that you're going for an interview one-on-one. The people interviewing you get to see the person they're interviewing. They get to hear you speak. They get to hear you talk, defend your CV, answer the interview questions. But on your LinkedIn profile, nobody gets to see you talk, except, of course, through your content. The only time they can judge you for whom you are is through your profile. So if your profile is not speaking volume, if your profile is not giving the vibe of Victor is a professional, Amarachi is a professional, Ekene is a professional, if your profile is not exuding professionalism, is not exuding seriousness, my dear, you miss out in different opportunities, honestly. And I'm going to be giving you instances of how I have interacted with people over the years on LinkedIn, how my profile has spoken a lot of words, even while I was not there. So your LinkedIn profile is something you should not even think of joking with. It is an online representation of you. Nobody gets to see you talk, except they come on your profile and see your face. So it's very important, all right? And it brings me to explain what LinkedIn optimization is. LinkedIn optimization is you arranging your profile the way you want people to see it. You want people to perceive you in a certain way, okay? You have to present it in a certain way. Just like it is very unwise to apply for jobs in 2025 using a CV of 2000, year 2000. It is very unwise because everything has evolved. I'm telling you, I make CV, I make cover letters for people, and I can tell you for free. The same format they used to 2000 in year 2000 is different from the formats we use now. All right, you can be able to attest to that. Some of you that have applied for jobs recently, it is different. Okay, so when you're applying for jobs recently, you go back to your CV, you dust it off. You either add or subtract. Maybe there are some skills that are no longer useful, or there are some skills that are no longer, that does no longer apply to the current job you're applying for. You take them out and you put the relevant skills. There is need for you to dust your CV off every time you're applying for job. So why then are we not having the same enthusiasm towards our profile? So I see lots of profiles and it is not speaking volume, honestly. So LinkedIn optimization, in a layman's word, it's you tushing your CV, your profile, making it presentable, making it speak volume. Because I don't want to speak too much grammar. That's just it. All right, making it look worthy. So when people come to your profile, you don't need to say a word. There is this rating they will give to you. Do you understand? Because if you ever go to if you ever come to Nigeria and LNG and you're invited for an interview and you come there with a bathroom slippers, your hair is not made, your dress is rumpled or your suit is rumpled, I can tell you for free, it is the gate man that will chase you. Gate man, when you better pass, he will send you home. He'll be like, no, you're not supposed to be here. The same thing with your profile. All right, it has to speak volume of the professional that you are. So that's just basically what LinkedIn optimization is. So we're going to be auditing a profile today because that's what this is about. Okay, we're going to be auditing a LinkedIn profile today. Then I'll tell you the things that is supposed to go around your profile, how it's supposed to be. Okay, that's basically what we are going to do today. Okay, so Caleb, I hope I can share my screen.
Sure. Let me.
For this exercise, because basically I audit a lot of profiles on LinkedIn. I audit a lot, so we're just going to do that, for this particular section webinar. All right, so let me just share my screen. So give me a minute to do that. Can you all see my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, what's the face of the person you can see? I want to be sure.
Ugochukwu Easy.
Ugochukwu Easy. Awesome. Okay. All right. I want us to use. I think somebody's mic is unmuted.
Sorry, Amos Gloria, please, can you help us mute your mic?
Okay, thank you very much. So we're going to be using this particular profile. I don't know who Ugochukwu is. Wherever it is, we are sorry for using your profile. In case Ugo is here, we are sorry. We're just practically learning about how to, fix our profile for opportunities. Now, something happened recently. Before we come to this, something happened recently. Most of the jobs I have gotten, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, I have never applied for a job on LinkedIn since 2023 that I resigned from my job, my 9-to-5 job. Yes, I'm a failed makeup artist. I failed in a lot of things. Yes, I'm a failed teacher. I've done a lot of things that all in the name of I want to be successful. I want to make it. I want to hustle. I have done a lot of things, honestly. In 2022, I was a teacher teaching in a secondary school. I was teaching economics and computer. It didn't work, so I went to another school. I was earning 25,000 naira monthly. I'm very sure you know what 25K can do. All right, if you go to the market with that kind of amount today, I bet you can't buy anything back to the house. So it was terrible until I decided. I was tired, I was frustrated, I was always grumpy, I was always angry, I was always sad, I was always, a lot of mixed emotions. So until I decided to say, you know what, I am not doing anymore. I am done. 2023 January, I wrote my resignation letter, took to the school and told the woman, the proprietress, that, see, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore. And she was surprised, because even me, I was surprised I could do that. I knew that while going back home, there was no there was no hope waiting for me in the house. There was nothing I was going back home to do. I knew that there was nothing, there was no job waiting for me. I just took the bold step because I knew I was tired. But prior to that time, in 2022 December, I had to upskill. I had to pay for a training. I think, during the course of this meeting, I'm going to be saying a lot of things. And honestly, I'm going to be blunt in some of them. Okay, because some of us, honestly, we don't like to upgrade, and yet we are looking for a job. We are looking for a job interview or an invite. We are looking for somebody that will slide into our DM to give us that job of our dream. But yet, you are still the same yesterday and forever. You don't want to grow. You don't want to upskill. You don't want to upgrade. You don't want to spend your money in acquiring knowledge. I wonder how you want to scale up. I wonder. So 2022, I used my last money to pay for a course. While everybody was jubilating and happy, it was December time now. Everybody were traveling, going to see their parents. Me, I am far away from home, like several miles away from home. I stayed back in Bonny because here we have 24/7 lights. I knew that the training was going to take 4 weeks, and where I stay, where my parents stay, there is no so much light. Even if there is generator, but it is never going to be like unlimited power supply, which we have here in Bonny Island. So I'm like, you know what, Sandra, you're staying back. You need to get this. If you plan to resign January, you have to look for something that will help you. All right. So I was in Bonny Island. I used my last penny. In fact, December 2022, I didn't cook. Yes, I didn't cook because the training was very expensive. I didn't cook. It was just maybe neighbors. Nobody knew what was happening, just me. I was still smiling. Do you understand? But I knew what I was looking for. So after that year, 2023, I resigned. That was when I decided to say, you know what? Because during the training, they actually introduced LinkedIn to us. I've been hearing about it. I don't know what it is. But after the training, I got an idea of what LinkedIn was about. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me go on this platform and see what it is. All right. So I came up on LinkedIn. I started growing my account. I had to learn how to optimize my account because I had to go for tries. I paid for several trainings. LinkedIn optimization was one of them. So I had to, revamp my account, make it look good, presentable. And before you know it, because I was making progress, I hit 1K followers. I was so excited. I was excited. I took a screenshot and put it on my WhatsApp. And I didn't know that I was going to get my first client from WhatsApp. That's the truth. I didn't get my first client from LinkedIn. Sorry, I'm telling you a brief story about it because I know it's going to motivate one or two persons. In case you have been stalling, in case you have not been having the right enthusiasm to build your professional journey on LinkedIn, to get the necessary skills and all of that of skill, I'm sure that this brief story is going to motivate one or two persons. So I was excited. I took a screenshot, put it up on WhatsApp, and somebody immediately sent me a DM. Hi, Sandra. This is a woman that we have not even been talking. We're not quarreling, but we've not been talking. Just say hi. But she has an NGO, and she's one of the women in Bonnie and all of that. So it was like, hi, Sandra. I've been wanting to build my profile on LinkedIn for a long time. I don't even know how to go about it. I don't know how to navigate. I quickly told the woman, I can help you. And the woman said, okay, good. How much is your charge? I just folded my hands. I'm like, because as at that time I was jobless. I didn't have any money. Even my parents didn't know I was jobless, because all they knew that Sandra was teaching in Bonny Island. I didn't tell them I have quit. I was just like, Ma, I can help you. She said, okay, how much is your charge? Because the LinkedIn was still new to me. I had to charge very low at that time. And guess what? We agreed to do it. I started managing her LinkedIn. I helped her, revamped her LinkedIn profile, put a banner, did this, did that. I was helping her to post content every day. And what did I do? While I was working for her, working on her profile, I was taking screenshots of her growth and putting it on WhatsApp, even putting it on LinkedIn. Before I say Jack Robinson, I'm not joking. I had 4 clients that same month. Although they were local clients, but I was excited. Finally, Sandra is making good use of herself from the comfort of her home. I was like, okay, you mean I can be in my house like this? I will not have to wake up as early as 5:30 a.m. preparing for one school that they will pay me 25,000, and I will still come back by 5 p.m. with headache, trauma, back and forth. You all know how teaching is. Teaching job is, my dear, it is not easy. All right. I was amazed. I was like, wow, you mean I can earn this from the comfort of my home? You see this LinkedIn with that here. That was how my LinkedIn journey started. Okay. So it has been, since that year, it has been from one level of growth to another level of growth. And as I speak, I have trained a lot of people I cannot even count. All right, several of them. So we are going to be using, that's just it about my story. And I hope one or two persons were able to get something from it. So this evening we're going to be using this man's profile for auditing. Let's audit his profile and see what he's doing wrong, and see how best we can be able to fix our profile for opportunities. And another thing I want to quickly say is that if your profile is right, if your profile is fixed, if it is done well, trust me, you're going to be getting, if you apply for things, it's going to be coming to you. All right. Honestly, because like I said, I've never had to apply for a job. And when people slide into my DM to give me a gig, to give me a job, one of the consistent things all of them have said is, we went through your profile and we are pleased with what we see, the level of things you do and all of that. Imagine my profile is blank, because some of us are like that actually. If I decide to say, okay, you know what, Victoria, let's audit your profile, we might find some of us wanting. I'm telling you, that's the truth. We might find some of us wanting. Maybe you don't have a banner, you don't have the right picture, you don't have this, you don't have that. We might find some of us wanting. So this is very important. All right. So first thing first, we'll start with the banner. All right. Now, your banner is one thing you shouldn't play with. Okay. Some of us might say, is having a banner important? It is in the modern time of LinkedIn. 5 years ago, it was not important. 6 years ago, it was not important. 10 years ago, it was not important. All right. But in this time and age, your banner is important. Now, there are things that shouldn't be on your banner. Like for him now, if I have the opportunity to speak to him, I will tell him to change his banner, because it is not speaking authority. Hope you know that on LinkedIn today, people are becoming influencers. How many of us know that? How many of us know that people are becoming influencers on LinkedIn? Yes, people are becoming influencers. I've gotten influencers gig several times. Companies are paying LinkedIn creators money to advertise their product or their services. How many of you know that? Please, I want us to talk. Oh, we have to talk. How many of you know that as it is now, companies are paying LinkedIn creators to advertise their products or services? How many of you know that? Please just go on the comment section and say yes or no. Because these are the things that will help me know that you're actually in this webinar. How many of you know? I'm not seeing anybody's write-up. Nobody is talking. Yes, Glory said yes. She's giving me a thumbs up. Yes. A lot of companies. Somebody said I don't know. It is not news, though. Are you serious? I've been paid to for real. I've been paid to advertise a training on my platform. I have over 12,000 followers. Yes, and I have engagement. So what they do is they target creators with engagement, creators that have community. That's what they do. So LinkedIn is becoming Instagram. You know that on Instagram we have influencers. Influencers get paid. You want to do maybe you want to do a makeup training, you can pay any of these influencers. Please help me advertise trainings, and you get people registered for your class. They are doing it on LinkedIn today. I have friends that are eating money from influencers gig. Even me, I have eaten too. One or two companies have reached out to me to say, Sandra, we want to pay you. Please, we have a training that is coming up. We know you have audience. We know you have engagement. You have followers. Please take this money because it is not just to have followers. Do people comment on your posts? Do you understand? You can have 20,000 followers and yet nobody even sees your posts. So they gave me money. They said I should help them advertise. I did. Some companies that advertise jobs, they have reached out to me to help them put up these job adverts. I have done it. About 2-3 companies like that last year. All right. So there are a lot of what's it called? Benefits on just coming on LinkedIn alone. And I don't know why people are not, really taking building their profile very serious. All right. So for this banner, it is a no-no. All right, because your LinkedIn profile is supposed to ooze out authority. It's supposed to speak volume. Okay. If like I said, if I have the opportunity to speak to Mr. Eze, I'll tell him, you know what, work on your banner. And it's obvious that Mr. Eze is not even branded. Like me, I am branded, well branded. If you come here, you can see my picture. If you come here, the same, I have a brand color. This is my consistent brand color. If you go on my Instagram, you see this picture. If you go on my Facebook, it is this picture. If you even come on my WhatsApp, it is this picture. I don't play with my brand. All right, I don't play with it. It is a serious thing for me. So there is brand consistency across all my platforms. Because I am building something. If I want to be serious on LinkedIn, I should be serious on other platforms as well. All right. So Mr. Eze obviously is not branded. He just came up on LinkedIn and decided to put any banner of his choice, anywhere below face. So you should not do this. Okay. You have to design a banner that has a problem and a solution. Okay. On your banner should speak what solution you want to give to your audience. Okay, what am I going to solve for these people? That is what your banner should be speaking. You should have a problem and your solution. Take, for instance, you say, maybe somewhere in your banner, you have helped over 20,000 freelancers to get jobs. That's a problem you just solved. It's on your banner. If I come to your banner and saw that Mr. Eze has solved 20,000 people's problem, I will be drawn to talk to Mr. Eze. It's not just to put UI high converting emails and ghostwriting. Come on, it's cool, but we want to see the problems you've solved. Some persons will even come on LinkedIn, and said, okay, you know what? I have worked with this. I've worked with Elon Musk. I have worked with Bill Gates. I have worked with Microsoft. I've worked with this. That is you. That is authority. All right. So your banner should speak volume. It should present a problem and how much people you have, how much solutions you have given to people. These things are very important. Now, when you're done with your banner, I would advise you to brand yourself. If you ask me, I would advise every one of us, one of you listening to me, brand yourself. You can actually brand yourself on Canva. You can give yourself a brand color, a brand identity. You can give yourself, just brand yourself and make it consistent. Okay, like I said, I didn't get my first client on LinkedIn. I got it on WhatsApp. Okay, so it was that social proof I had on WhatsApp I had to bring to LinkedIn and started getting clients in bulk. All right, so this banner is a no-no. In case you have something like this in your LinkedIn profile, please, you have to consider changing it. Okay, you have to consider changing it. All right. Okay, so let's go over to Mr. Eze's headline. Now, this is called your LinkedIn headline. For some of us that do not know what LinkedIn headline is, this is your LinkedIn headline. Now, your LinkedIn headline is another way to sell yourself. We want to know which people you're solving their problem exactly. You are a ghostwriter. What do you do as a ghostwriter? Take, for instance, I say I am a teacher. Who do you teach? Teacher is a general word used for both secondary and primary school. Who exactly do you teach? I am a teacher. I teach English. I teach SS1 students. I teach them I teach them phonics. I teach them grammar. I teach them this. You are specific in what you are saying. Some of you have over 5 niche on your headline. Some of you are virtual assistants. Some of you are customer service representative. Some of you are website developer. Only you want to be everything just on one headline. My dear, you will end up confusing your audience. I am telling you, you will end up confusing your audience. You cannot be jack of all trades on LinkedIn. I think that's one thing a lot of people are getting wrong. You have to be one place. Now, I understand that picking a niche is one big problem a lot of people are facing. I understand. I have coached people on this several times. That is why I can be able to tell you it is a problem. Okay? But trust me, if you understand what you're doing, it shouldn't be a problem. It's not supposed to be a problem. If you understand very well what you are doing, it's not supposed to be a problem. If there is time, I'm going to probably tell you how to pick the best niche if there's time, but that is not our area of concentration this evening. We're just going to audit this profile. Okay, so on your headline, we are here, just here on your headline, you need to pick one thing. I don't know if I'm making any sense. If I'm making sense, or if I've been touching any points, please give me a thumbs up. I want to see your exactly, Ishmael. Thank you very much. All right, you need to pick one thing. See, LinkedIn is a serious business, and people need to know you for one thing. Please, what do we know Dangote for? I want to see your genuine response on the income. Anybody can. I don't know if we are allowed to unmute. What do we know Dangote for? Cement. Somebody just said cement. Awesome. Mainly cement. You see other supplementary things he is doing. It is just supplementary. Cement. Recently, he just started petroleum. But what everybody, somebody said Agba, what everybody knows that man for is cement. Oh, the man a cement seller. That's what we know him for. All right. So if I ask you now, what do people know you for on LinkedIn? Only you is a website developer. Only you is a back end. Only you na front end. Only you na CEO to Tinubu. Oh, come on. No, it's not allowed. All right. You need to pick one thing. We all are jack of all trades. I understand. Even me, I'm wearing a lot of hats. Thank God you have heard it from Caleb. I wear a lot of hats. But when I understood how LinkedIn works, I had to pick from my multiple skills. I had to pick one, and that was LinkedIn optimization. It was just this year I added LinkedIn profile management, because last year I was managing a lot of profiles. Most of my clients were not African, were not black, because Nigerians will stress you, Nigerians, I prefer to work with the white. I'm sorry, but honestly, at this time of my life, I prefer to work with the whites, because with less stress and they even pay more. Okay, so most of my clients, I was doing profile management. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me add it. And guess what? I did not add it from the beginning. Everybody knew me as a LinkedIn optimization expert. It was when I built my brand to a standard, when I registered my name in the hearts and minds of people on LinkedIn, that is when it is now allowed for you to start adding to your niche. Just like what Dangote is doing. See, it's good to follow some very smart business people. It's good to follow their pattern, because these guys, they are our mentors. Even if they are not directly mentoring you, but it is good to see their patterns. These people are smart. They know what they are doing. Dangote started with cement. Before you know it, when people knew his brand, he started, pitching on other products. Salt, recently is petroleum. If nobody trusted his cement brand, nobody could have been able to trust his petroleum stuff that he's doing now. The reason why everybody trusted him in his new products is because we all trusted him to be a good cement seller, a good sugar seller, a good salt seller. All right, the same shape I want you to take on LinkedIn. Do one thing, please. It is important. No matter how skilled you are in every other thing, do one thing. Then I'm going to tell you how to now add your other skills you have. You can still add them on your profile, but you see this headline, this place now, please avoid it. Don't pack many grammar here. Your headline should be as simple as it could be. I want to come here and be able to understand at a glance what you do. I don't need to carry a dictionary to understand what you do. I want to see that, oh, you're a ghostwriter. You ghostwrite for this. All right, like ghostwriting and email marketing. There are two, and I don't know, but I know that there are two different things. Am I correct? Please, is ghostwriting and email marketing the same? Somebody should help me. Maybe I'm wrong. Is it the same? They are two different. Victor said no. They are two different things entirely. All right, they are not even related. They are supplementary products. Hope you know that. They are products or their niche that are supplementary. Like virtual assistants and administrative assistants, they are supplementary niche. They can work hand in hand. I believe that a virtual assistant can be an administrative assistant. They are supplementary. And I think Hope, your mic is unmuted. Kindly mute yourself. Thank you. So virtual assistant and administrative assistant, they are supplementary niche. All right. If you're a virtual assistant and you get an administrative assistant job, you can do it. It's supplementary. All right. Just like somebody that is selling corn on the streets and the person is not selling coconuts alongside. That's a supplementary business. Just like somebody that has a supermarket and the person is not doing what's it called? Please, if I'm wasting time or I'm using all the time in the world, just let me know so that I can speed up. All right. Just like I'm trying to spend so much time on the headline because a lot of us get it so wrong, because this is one of the most important parts of LinkedIn optimization. All right. Okay, so let's move on. You know the drill. On your headline, pick one thing, get people to know you for one niche, Then you can now move on. Now let's move on. All right, so we are going to speed up. Okay, so now we have a website link here, which is cool. If you have a portfolio, you can put your portfolio on your LinkedIn. It helps people to just know everything you do, right? If you've done jobs before, fix it in one place and turn it to a link, put it here and tag it. Like what he did, he said, visit my website, which is a good call to action. We actually call this call to action, okay? You're giving people instruction, or you're giving visitors instruction on what to do on your profile, right? Which is cool. So after working on your headline, you can do this if you have a portfolio or whatever you feel people want to see that you do. So when you're done, another thing is your about section. Now, your about section is another important part of your LinkedIn optimization. Your about section should not talk about you. See, whether you are a distinction student, or you graduated with 2-1 or 1-1 or 0-1, nobody cares to know. Please don't make the mistake of talking about you on your about section. We want to see the problem and the solution you are bringing to the table. Like this man, I love what he did here. All right, this is a typical of how your about section should be. Yeah, it's a typical of how your about section should be. He clearly tells people, this is the kind of problem I want, this is kind of problem you have, and these are the solutions I want to bring to the table. That is what your about section should be telling us about. Not that you have visited 10 countries, or you've done 20 courses over the years, you've had 10 years of experience. See, nobody have time for that. So avoid saying that on your about section. Now you can also put the services you do on your LinkedIn. Yes, you can put services like what he said. Is an email marketer, copywriter. Only you, they do blogging. This person, I need to talk to this person. Okay, cool. These are all his services. It's okay if you do this at, under your services. At least people get to see every other thing you do aside just one thing you have on your headline. This is another place you can showcase the different skills you have. It's perfect. I love this. All right. So another place you can maximize very well is your features section. This part. This is called the features section. Now, my profile is there. You can copy. Honestly, you can go on Sandra's profile, see what Sandra did to her profile, and decide to do it that way. It is okay. It is allowed. Okay, as long as you're getting it right, or you are using your own word to express your profile. All right. So on your feature section is one place that you can display every other thing you do. This is where you can actually express yourself. If you have other skills you're doing, you can now create a very nice design and display other skills you do. But you see your headline, please ensure it is carrying just one particular niche, all right, or one particular problem you're solving. And please, you cannot be on LinkedIn without posting. I'm going to say this again because I'm almost wrapping up. You cannot be on LinkedIn without posting a content. How do people know you are an expert in a field if you don't post? I don't know. See, nobody is going to leave Sandra that has been consistently posting and showcasing her expertise through her posts. Nobody is going to leave her and give you that barely comes on LinkedIn. Nobody will do that. See, employees are not smarter than you think. All right, they are smarter. So you need to know how to post and be consistent. Okay, that's the easiest way to show people you can do this. I'm telling you. Now, another place you want to maximize is your job experience part. It is so wrong for you to do this. He said he's a founder, LinkedIn ghostwriter, and blah, 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 blah. It's cool. Now, what do you do as a ghostwriter? You need to explain. If this is a past job that you have done, tell us the achievement. Tell us the things, how you were able to do this particular job. We want to see a bullet point of how you've been able to do this. We want to see, explain. You can even explain this role. It gives us an overview of what you did as a ghostwriter. All right, it's cool. Oh, this he also said is a growth consultant. Oga, what did you do as a growth consultant? It is not enough to just put it here and leave it there. You can actually do a lot under this growth consulting role or column. Put the things you've done as a growth consultant. If it is a past job, use past tense. If it's a present job, use present tense. If it's something that you are still doing, put the words like you're still in this job. All right. Instead of using self-employed, you can use freelance. Freelance is better to use for things like this. Okay. You can use freelance. You have worked at email marketing specialist. What did you do? Okay, here he did something that I like. Awesome. All right. This is what we're talking about. You worked as an email specialist. What did you achieve? You designed, you did this, you did this. We want to see what you were able to do. And please, of course, some of us use AI to generate this content. You know that if you are using AI, don't let people just know that it is AI you used. All these emojis now, they are obvious it is AI you used. Don't do this. Take these emojis out, because the content ChatGPT generates for us, it is now becoming so obvious. Take them out. You can use a different emoji or a very subtle emoji if at all you want to use it. Okay, it's very, very important. Now let's move to the education. Put all the necessary educational qualifications you have attained. This is very important. Don't feel like you are doing too much. You're not doing too much if you decide to put all the educational qualifications you have attained. You're not doing too much at all. Put them, blow your trumpet. It is only you that can do it for yourself. Blow it as loud as you can. This is your profile and you have right to do it. All right. So if you have licenses and certifications, please go ahead and put all of them, because all these things are leverages. All these things gives you opportunity more than every other person. It's very important. So go ahead and put them. Then your skills, of course, showcase your skills. If it is 100 you have, put it here. Blow your trumpet, like I said. Another important thing on your profile is recommendation. Recommendations are important. It is one of the sweetest things you can ever do. Do not leave your profile without recommendations. Recommendation gives me an opportunity to breathe as a client that wants to give you a job, to trust you more, to trust Mr. Eze more. When I see like 5 people recommending him for a past job he has done, it gives me this opportunity to be calm and, to breathe that, okay, you know what, I can trust Mr. Eze. It is very important. All right. So basically, of course, we have endorsement. There's a part where you can put endorsement here. People get to endorse your skill. He's not here for his profile. People get to endorse your skill. This is also a validation for anyone that is optimizing their profile. Now, optimization is not something that we can discuss in a full day, okay? But basically, if you can touch some of these aspects I have analyzed this evening, my dear, you are 95% done. All right, you are 95% done. So this is all we can be able to take for this auditing this profile. I will give room for questions, and of course give the mic back to Mr. Caleb, so we can be able to kick off with the Q&A section, and then we'll take it up from there. So thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to just give you throw light on how you can be able to do about this. So thank you. Caleb, over to you.
Thank you very much, Sandra. And this is quite enlightening. Yeah, because I know that some of the bullets you shot touched me. But then, yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. So I believe a lot of us here will go back and look at our profiles on LinkedIn and see how well to, optimize it and apply most of these tips you have applied. So we're just going to open up for questions. If you have questions that you want to ask our speaker, please, for the next 5 minutes, we'll take questions. So please, you can unmute your mic and ask the question so that we can quickly wrap up the session. Please, if you have any question, you could indicate. Okay, Victor, please, you can go ahead.
Okay, good evening, Caleb. Good evening, Sandra. Thank you for this wonderful session. Actually, the bullet did not only touch Caleb, it touched me as well. A lot of it touched me. Well, that brings me to my question. The question is, so you said something about people knowing you for a particular thing, and you also said we should be posting on LinkedIn. So I want to ask a question. That's what if the thing you want to post about is not exactly what they know you for? Like you just completed a program where you had to like learn soft skills relating that could help you actually work with people and all of these other things, like let's say leadership, project management, and you're a graphic designer, right? Should you post that because you have like, more, let's say, documents, certificates supporting that more than your graphic design work that you do? So should you post that having in mind that, people should know you for graphic design more than, let's say, project management or let's say leadership or any of these things?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Now, the truth is, if you decide to start talking about just graphic design from January to December, you're going to bore your audience. In fact, they are going to be seeing your content and just run. Before as soon as your content is landing, we know I not be that guy, and also graphic design, I don't even tire. You don't want to do that. Now you have to section your content. It is necessary you post your achievements. That is one on LinkedIn. People are drawn to see you grow. People are drawn to see you progress. When they see that you're growing, when they see that you're learning new things, they are drawn to you. Imagine you're telling somebody, oh, I just attended a conference in the UK, and you posted it. I know some of us might feel like, oh, it is you doing too much. No, it is not you doing too much. It is your professional profile. You have to, like I said, blow your trumpet as much as you can. So yes, it is necessary you post the certifications you're doing, even if it is not related to what you do. Why not? So your content can be divided into several parts. You can choose to say, okay, you know what, Monday, Tuesday, I want to post about graphic designs, some of the errors that I don't know your target audience, right? Some of the errors they are doing and how they can be able to correct it. You can decide to do that. Then you can say, okay, you know what, Wednesdays, I want to talk about personal stories. Personal stories over time has proven to be a very big win on LinkedIn. People are drawn to personal stories because guess what? Some people are going through the exact same thing you went through, okay? And you might decide to post an achievement of a certifications you had, and one client that has been meaning to get that can just reach out to you. Hi, oh, I saw your post recently. Please, how did you get this? And you start building a connection and a relationship with them. Before you know it, they don't give you one better job to do. So yes, it is very important. And like I said, you can decide to say, okay, you know what, Wednesdays I want to post about my personal story, my struggles, my achievements. Then you can say Thursday, Friday, I want to teach people. You can target educational content. I want to teach people tips on graphic designs that they don't know about, that they can actually explore. So yes, your content do not need to be graphics. You can section them, speak about this, speak about this, speak about this. So it's very important. I don't know if I was able to answer your question, but that's just it. So yes, Caleb, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Victor, for that question, and thank you, Sandra, for that response. So I don't know, does any who has another question? Is there another question, please? Okay, Stella, please do well to ask a question. Stella, go ahead, unmute your mic and ask your question, please. Stella, I can see that your hand is raised. Do you have a question? Okay. I see. It seems she must have done that mistakenly. So please, are there any other questions for our speaker? Okay. Okay. So if there are no other questions, I want to use this opportunity to say thank you very much, Sandra. Thank you for this session, and I can tell you for a fact that it was necessary. And so I also know that for from experience that
Okay, am I the only one not hearing Caleb anymore?
I
No,
can't
I
even
think
hear
his
him anymore.
network is out.
sorry, it's not my network. Sorry, guys. I've been speaking
Okay.
over muted mic. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Stella, sorry, I guess you don't have a question because your hand is raised. Okay, so I was saying that thank you very much, Sandra, for this session. I learned quite a lot, and I'm also, just um, encouraging everybody on the call, right? Let's see what your new profile or your new brand will tell about you on LinkedIn. So I know for sure that brand optimizing your profile on LinkedIn brings certain opportunities to you, right? I can tell you for a fact that one of the first jobs I had as a developer came to LinkedIn, right? Someone reached out to me. I can see that you do this, do this, do this. I've gone through your GitHub profile because I linked my GitHub profile to my LinkedIn on a post I made earlier, and they needed bam, and I was like, can we schedule a call? And I had that job, which I did for because it was a contract job, right? But I can tell you that if I was not on LinkedIn or if I had not done certain things on LinkedIn, I'm not sure anybody would have reached out to me to send me messages. Who am I? So also, I also know that it's also good that people go through your profile. So I believe LinkedIn sends you notifications on profile views. So I believe that once you optimize this profile very well and you're always engaging, posting content that are valid, you notice that your profile views will increase. And I also believe you start having engagement. People start sending you DMs, valid DMs. I don't mean vague DMs. So I'm encouraging everybody here. Do as our speaker here, Sandra, has said, optimize your profile, post on LinkedIn. Yes, post on LinkedIn, post on LinkedIn. It is very, very important. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for sticking by till this particular time. And I don't know, Sandra, do you have any few words so that we can quickly wrap up?
Okay, so thank you guys so much. Thank you to the Techrity team for inviting me. I really appreciate. Thank you, Khaled, for the hosting. Thank you so much. And please, thanks to everyone that attended also. And please, just one last thing. Whatever you do on LinkedIn, whatever niche you try to do, please pick a niche that is sellable. That's just all I want to say. Don't go and pick something that you spend 1 year looking for a job, and so just pick something that is sellable. It is not all niche that is sellable. That's sad, but that's the truth. So pick something that is marketable, something that's that they rush. You understand? So that's just it basically. So thank you guys so much. I hope we get to meet another day. I hope I get to be invited another day. Yeah. So this is me signing out today. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sandra. So just also to notify, this session is also going to be on the YouTube on our YouTube page, so anyone can go back to catch up with the session, right? Also, so you can also follow Sandra on LinkedIn. Her name is Sandra Abumian. Yeah, on LinkedIn as her name is. Just check on LinkedIn, you see her. Sandra, if you could post your the link to your LinkedIn profile on the chat, yeah. So you could follow her. I believe if you have questions concerning optimization, you should reach out to her, right? Also, so thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Sandra, our speaker. Thank you, Victor, for the questions. Thank you, Chisom, Tamuno, David, Madonna, Florence, Stella, Joy. Too many people to mention. So,
Caleb, you not call my name, oh no wahala. I know how to get it.
Please, good to have you on this call. Okay.
Okay, I
Thank you
just
so
posted
much.
my link now, so you can
Okay,
just
okay. So please, you can follow Sandra on LinkedIn. Her profile link is on the chat section. Yeah, yeah. Please try to do that. Victor, I can see you. Stella, yeah. Pamela, I can see you. Madonna, Mabel, Glory, Virginia. Happy birthday to you, Glory. By the way, so thank you guys for joining, and I believe I'll trust me. I'll be checking up with your profiles on LinkedIn. I don't want to be seeing anyhow profiles. So please, let's up our game in 2025 so that in years to come, when we look back, we'll say, I'm happy I attended this webinar. I'm happy I took actions to optimize my that's optimize your LinkedIn profile. So thank you very much, guys. And for the mentees on this call, just to notify you, your capstone project / demo day, it's on the 17th of May. That's next week. So I want to believe that a lot of you are currently on your projects, your capstone projects. Good question. Ovili has a question, please, concerning the capstone project. Please, let's hear. Second,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
go
good
ahead.
evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Okay, I have a question regarding the capstone project. Is it
Can
that
I
we're going to prepare?
Caleb, can I go, please? Thank you so much. I need
Thank
to
you
go.
so much. Yes,
That
please,
was
please. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yeah,
God
thank you very
bless
much,
you.
Sandra. Yeah, God bless you, sir. Okay, please, Ovili, continue,
Okay,
please.
from my own reach, I was asked to prepare a portfolio, but is it that we're going to prepare a portfolio, then another separate slide to present with? Or how is it going to be like so that I'll
So,
get it very clear?
so a portfolio so I believe your portfolio has the project or task that you have done, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
think when you present, when you go to your portfolio, you still need to show us the project you did, what and what you did on that, project, on that task, right? If you say, okay,
Yeah.
um, I think you're in data analytics or cybersecurity.
No, virtual assistant.
Okay, virtual assistant. So you must tell us what you did, what the project is about. So